I'm going to show you an awesome treatment for hemorrhoids. It's called sitz baths. That is why we are literally in my bathroom at my bathtub. All right, super easy peasy. I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? First thing you do, you're at the bathtub. Okay, I got to stop up the drain. Hold on, let me get that. Okay, and then we got to turn on the water. Make sure to get the shower on. Okay, turn on the water, and you want the, I know you can't really see over there. Okay, and you don't want the water to be cold. You actually want it to be fairly warm, okay? So I'm kind of testing the water here, but you don't want it to be too hot, all right? And I know you're gonna say, well, how much water do I use? Well, you're literally gonna let this guy start filling up, okay, your tub. See all the water here, you guys can see. You probably want anywhere 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 inches, just enough for your bottom area to sit in and be covered, okay? Because we are dealing with hemorrhoids here, y'all. We are dealing with hemorrhoids. So you see how it's filling up? Nice and warm, okay? Love, love, love that. Let me turn this off so you can hear me more. Ooh, I'm all wet. So sitz baths is where once you get that water filled up appropriately, like 3, 4, 5 inches or so, you're gonna sit in it. Yep, and you're gonna let that warm water sort of soothe your bottom area, which is where your hemorrhoids are. You're gonna sit for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And if you can do it multiple times a day, that's going to be super awesome. Now, I know you're probably saying, I don't have time to be getting up in the bath, Dr. Jan, 3 times a day. I got you. There are actually portable kits that you can do sitz baths in, like with your toilet. You can put like a little kit that's got like a bowl and stuff like that on the toilet so you can do them sometimes even at work, okay? Sitz baths, folks, is where it is at. Probably need a little bit more water than this, but you kind of get the drift. And I don't recommend putting anything in it. Some people do, but I would stay away from the soaps and stuff like that. But this amazing, amazing, amazing treatment for hemorrhoids. Okay, let's talk about more. But let me get in position. Let's go back into the living room, okay? You still with me? All right, let's get in position, y'all. Okay, I'm back on my couch. Now, let's talk about some more awesome treatments for hemorrhoids. But first, let me tell you what they are. Did you know that hemorrhoids are actually veins? Yeah, they're inflamed veins around the anus. I remember when I learned this in med school, I was like, you don't say. Yeah, I know. I was like, I had no idea. They're inflamed veins. That's right. And they can be external hemorrhoids. That's like on the outside. And they can be internal on the inside. They can be like a combination of both, prolapse, etc. But yeah, they are inflamed veins. And there are certain people who are more likely to get hemorrhoids than others, okay? And I'm wondering, by the way, write in the comments if you know who is more likely to get hemorrhoids than others, like what risk factors predispose you to this. By the way, also write in the comments if you got hemorrhoids yourself and what you do for them, because I always say, what you often write in the comments often helps other people. All right, so who's more likely to get hemorrhoids? People who strain a lot, like having bowel movements, you're constipated a lot, things like that. You strain a lot, that sort of bearing down, okay? That can absolutely put somebody at risk for getting hemorrhoids. People who sit on the toilet for a long time. I have to say, well, no, I'm not gonna talk about myself. Well, this is what I will say, is I have been known to write some emails and read a few tweets while I'm doing other things in the bathroom, let's just say, okay? And I think a lot of us might, right? So sitting on the toilet for a long time can actually predispose us to hemorrhoids. So that's another reason to sort of go, do your stuff, and get on up, okay? Next thing, chronic constipation and diarrhea in and of itself can predispose you as well. If you've got a low fiber diet, you're gonna hear me talk about fiber again when it comes to treatments. Low fiber, not so good, okay? So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, I almost said processed foods, Lord Jesus. Processed foods, prepared foods, things like that, things that don't have a lot of fiber, you might be in trouble, okay? Low fiber diet is a risk factor. Also pregnancy. We often see hemorrhoids in pregnancy, often if you do a lot of lifting as well. There are other risk factors, but those are some characteristics that may be more likely to give us hemorrhoids. Okay, let's keep going through the treatments though, okay? We talked about the sitz baths. So easy peasy. You can get the portable kind to take with you or whatever to make it more easy. That's on the toilet. But other things. Let's talk about creams and ointments that you can use on your hemorrhoids, okay? Did I talk about the symptoms? Did I even talk about that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go back. Even if I did, come on back. Because why do we even care about hemorrhoids? Well, we care because it's a medical condition. But why are you going to care? Very likely because it's going to cause you some discomfort. If I didn't say this already, and I'm having a little brain fart, can't remember, the symptoms of hemorrhoids, okay? How are you going to know you have them? With internal hemorrhoids, remember I said there's internal and external. Internal hemorrhoids tend to give you bleeding, okay? And I have to say, whenever it comes to rectal bleeding, blood in your stool, blood when you wipe, you've got to see your doctor. We have to make sure it's not cancer. We have to make sure it's not bad. You cannot just treat that at home and assume it's a hemorrhoid. You don't know. And sometimes we don't know either. And we have to look further to make sure. Blood in the stool always gets looked at, y'all. But internal hemorrhoids can cause internal bleeding. Can cause bleeding from internal hemorrhoids. That makes sense? Okay. External hemorrhoids, what do you have with that? Pain, burning, itching, feeling like there's a lump under your bum, feeling uncomfortable, okay? So classic. Those are classic symptoms. Pain, burning, itching, just like so irritated, okay? So there's gonna be something going on very likely that's gonna show you. The other thing I would say, and I have a video on like lumps and bumps and like things like that happen down there, get yourself a mirror and put that mirror down there and take a look around, okay? And if you have a partner that you'd rather them do that, have them do that so that you know what's going on with your body. Ain't no shame in that game. Okay. And it helps us doctors, by the way, because you can describe not only what you're feeling, but what you've seen as well. So going back to the treatments, so sorry, I had to digress and talk about one of the most important things, which is symptoms. Talking about treatments, there are creams, and creams often help that sort of inflammation that we feel with hemorrhoids, can help the pain, the burning, the itching. So what types of creams? Things like witch hazel can help. Hydrocortisone cream can help. Even things like lidocaine creams. And sometimes there's like a combination of these things to help sort of soothe and make us feel better down there, because it can be really, really, really uncomfortable, okay? Now, the other thing, remember I mentioned fiber earlier, and I was like, yeah, we're going to come back to the fiber. Well, here we are. Remember, fiber and water is one of the mainstays for helping us have soft stools and making sure that we can go regularly. When we strain, because due to constipation or whatever, and we're like, remember I told you, straining can predispose us to having hemorrhoids. They can make hemorrhoids worse. So if you have hemorrhoids, you get them fixed, but you don't fix the straining that you're doing, if that's what you're doing, you're going to get them again, very likely. You need to make sure that you're not, for bowel movements, that you're not constipated. So whether that's stool softeners, fiber supplements, increasing fiber in your diet, which is what we want, that helps so many things, and water, exercise, all those things. I'll link a video here about like ways to deal with constipation and thus ways to get fiber in your diet, like the best foods for constipation and stuff like that, okay? If you don't see it, like for those of you watching on Facebook, if you don't see it, just DM me, okay? Next thing is don't strain. Okay, try not to strain, because again, that predisposes us. And as I said before, let's not sit on the toilet for hours and hours, okay? Do your business, do your thing, get up and go. And then just to bring us back to where we were when we started this video, the sitz baths can be so, so helpful and just sort of ease and soothe the pain you had. You can also do things like acetaminophen or ibuprofen or things like that by mouth if your pain is that bad. I was editing this video and I realized I forgot to say that if these things don't work, your doctor has other things they can do, okay? This is not the end-all be-all solutions for hemorrhoids. These are just things you can do at home. If these don't work, your doctor has got some tricks up their sleeve. There's surgical procedures. There's a lot of other stuff. So have hope. But guys, I hope these are helpful. These are some of the best treatments and also prevention strategies that we got. You want to see your doctor. I am not your doctor. So what I would say is, regardless of what you do, see your doctor to make sure you got a proper diagnosis. I'm still like wet from the bath. I don't know how I got wet from that, but I am. Make sure you see your doctor. Make sure that you are doing the right thing for you. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. I do daily videos. Please like and follow my page, y'all. On Facebook, please like and follow my page. On YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates. I'm on TikTok and WhatsApp and Instagram and all of that stuff at Dr. Jen Caudle, so join me. And then please go to my website, www.drjencaudle.com. You can sign up for my free health newsletter. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if it was helpful. Okay, guys. All right, I love you. Love you. Bye.